Hi, I'm Jim Lawrence Wilson, and this is my self-interview. Cool, so for the video I'm going to be joined by my good friend here, Phil the Bucket, and I wrote down some questions, and I found some interview type questions on the internet and just kind of printed them out, trying not to look at them too much. I want it to be kind of a genuine interview type feel. So yeah, here we go. Cool, so question number 1. Alright, what is the story behind your band/stage name? So not much of a story, it's just kind of my name. I was gonna go by Jimmy Wilson, and that was taken by about 100,000 other artists, on Spotify and names on Instagram and Facebook. It was already taken, as well as James Wilson, as well as Jimmy Wilson with an I, as well as Jim Wilson and whatever. So pretty much the only thing that wasn't taken was a name with my middle name in it, which has been great, though it still does feel a little bit long, and I don't think people can spell the name Lawrence. So yeah, let me know if what you think about that. Maybe I'll change it to something a little easier. But yeah, cool. Cool, next question. Alright. Okay, cool. This is a good one. Do you have any favorite songs you've written? No. I kind of, I really like that I have a really diverse selection of songs, and I appreciate being inspired by a lot of different things, and I really feel like each song kind of has a different feel for me. I will say that I do kind of have a preference for songs that kind of resonate with people, so like if I play it live, like people really kind of get into it or give me a compliment afterwards, I really kind of lean towards those. But yeah, no one clear favorite song. I do have a least favorite. Next question. This is a long one. Any comments on the modern politics of the United States and of the world? Nope. Do you have any talents other than music? Yeah, I have a couple things. Recently I kind of started getting back into solving a Rubik's Cube. I have some of the faster ones, some of the speed cubes, and yeah, my current best time ever is 20 seconds on one of the speed cubes, but I haven't beaten that in a long time. I've gotten close recently though. I think my average is probably around like 28 seconds right now, maybe 27. But yeah. Okay, next question. Who are your biggest musical influences? I have so many. My favorite band ever is Linkin Park. I take a lot of inspiration from them. Specifically, like Chester's vocals, I look up to him a lot. Trying to learn how to sing, and then Mike's like production techniques, and I guess the songwriting style and process of the whole band. Really, I think they're really great. Very you kind of listen back and they were kind of ahead of their time in a lot of ways, and I don't know, I think they're really great. Live setup, I think I look up to like a lot of like live looping artists. People like Ed Sheeran's probably the person who's the biggest right now, who does like live looping, and then there's also people like Tash Sultana and Keller Williams, a lot of other people that are really great doing the live looping thing. And then yeah, I love so many people from so many different like styles of music and eras. But yeah, I don't know, I like Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot. John Frusciante's guitar work is great. I love Taylor Swift. I love Sublime and Pearl Jam, and I love like AJR and 21 Pilots. All great acts, and just so many more that I don't even want to kind of get into talking about how much they've had an influence on me. But yeah, definitely thankful to those artists. Next question. Here we go, Phil. Okay. Have you ever looked yourself up? Yeah, certainly, a lot. Yeah, I love that I'm basically the only thing that pops up on Google when you search up my stage name, Jim Lawrence Wilson. Certainly the first thing that pops up. And I absolutely love that. And I look myself up kind of more than you'd think. I'll probably do so a lot less once I start getting like more serious haters. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool to look myself up and see myself. I'm kind of against AI, but I've gotten suggestions to like look myself up on AI and see what it has to come up with, because it comes up with some pretty funny things. Something like wild and different each time. And it's funny because a lot of the stuff is right. Like it knows that I'm like, you know, like alternative rock music and like is a big influence on me, and you know, I'm from New England, and you know, all these like first album came out in 2022, and his biggest songs are, you know, The Deep End and like One and Only and whatever, and like it gets a lot of those right, and then it'll like be listing my genres, and one of them that like for some reason kind of stays up here is like he has a big influences from traditional Celtic music, I think is the exact thing, and but hey, I mean, I guess that's me. Next question. Starting to get stuck to the bottom. All right. What was the first concert that you ever went to? My first concert ever, I went to see Tab Benoit. He was great. It was, like I said, my first concert ever, and it was indoors, so I ruptured my eardrum at that show, and that was very painful, but it was worth it, you know? Next question. Any upcoming projects? Not that I can officially announce, but I've been working on things. I've been trying, like my business model, so to say, is like I've been trying to do a lot of like little things and like gain traction, and then just kind of put things out continuously so that people kind of can look forward to the next thing. They have plenty of things to kind of listen to. So I've been kind of releasing singles a lot over the past like 2 years, I think. And that's been going well, but every time I kind of sit down to write, everything that I do is pointing to something bigger, so I'm working on something bigger, and hopefully that comes out this year, but that's not an announcement. I'm not announcing anything. How would you describe your music? I would say traditional Celtic music. I would say like I assume that means genre. So like I try to do like a melting pot of a little bit of everything, but I don't think that's a super acceptable answer in the days of late. So I would say that I'm mostly like I think alternative rock is a really good kind of label for my music. I think I do a lot of singer-songwriter type songs. I think I do a lot of like classic rock songs and like classic rock inspired like guitar solos. Yeah, a little bit of touch of hip hop, and you know, I guess like since Linkin Park is a big influence, like you can say like aspects of metal, like aspects of like new metal are in there. And yeah, I don't know, pop rock, just like alternative music, I think are all pretty big genres that you could probably label me as. Yeah. All right, this will be my final question, which is, can you talk about your setup for live performances? Yes, in a video that I will be posting, I think tomorrow, I'm gonna go through my live rig and kind of give that to anybody who's interested in that. I think something I've been kind of struggling with recently is I want to be doing like consistent videos, and I want to be kind of putting things out that people want to see, but also at the same time I feel like I'm interested in different things than kind of most people would be, especially when it comes to like music and whatnot. Like I like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, whereas I think a lot of people, for the most part, don't. So I'm gonna try to start doing like a blend of things where like, um, you know, I'm gonna do a video that I'm interested in. That way it kind of keeps me going, and then like the next day I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do a short video, like a reel or a TikTok or whatever of you know, a popular song right now. And I don't know, I think that'll kind of allow me to be more consistent in my releases and have me be passionate about something. So tomorrow, hopefully people are interested. I'm gonna kind of go through my live setup, how I do everything with my loop station and my microphones that I use, my guitars, and you know, stuff like that. But yeah, cool. Hope you liked this video. If you did, let me know. If you have any questions for me to do in the future in another interview, if you follow me, you can comment them right here on this post. And if you don't follow me, you can email me at jimlawrencewilsonmusic@gmail.com. Hopefully you know how to spell Lawrence. And yeah, cool. Yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.